Welcome back, everybody. This is Brothermutant here. Today we're going to continue our journey to complete the Maimed God Saga. Now, if you recall from our last episode, we just did a variety of things. We got our chapel up and going. We helped out in the cathedral, but we're not finished there yet. Now, I have fixed, I hope, yes, my light spell. Yay! And someone, you shall remain nameless, but you know who you are, suggested a couple really good things. That little light spell glitch I was having before was because I changed the light file to a red light ball, which was supposed to make red light around it. Didn't do that, but it was a nice little twinkle, and it was right above your head. Well, someone suggested that since I can actually light up a target with Bane, actually Bane _hit file, to change that effect and use it for that. Instead of having them glowing red, they just have a big red ball above their head. That's a great idea, and I've done so. So if you see that and you're wondering what the hell that is literally an upgraded version suggested by someone else. Also, that allows me to reuse that red aura for other things, like I really wanted to use it for something like Divine Power. Now, that modder that's been doing all kinds of great work, and I can't say enough good things about him, has a really nice set for Divine Power, Righteous Might, and Shield of Faith. I'm not sold on Shield of Faith yet. I kind of like the neutral one, so I just may make that the default for all of them. I don't really like having the skulls floating around my characters. It looks creepy. And the big, I'm assuming those are supposed to be crosses instead of just a big plus sign floating around your character for the good Shield of Faith. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just very large. So I might just keep it to the neutral, which I thought was pretty elegant and sleek. Just as easily could use the one I've been using for Shield of Faith, which is the blue motes, the big blue balls floating around your character, which you haven't seen yet in this LP, but you could see online. I do have it, so if I ever get into another fight, you may see me using it. But let's see, where was I headed to? We still had to fix the cathedral there. Okay, locked door in the library. Oh, we need to do the library too. Let's go check out the cathedral, see if I can't finish this off. I think we've done everything we needed to here, except for downstairs / the back rooms. Remember, we should have defeated the bad guys. The 4, turns out that they were spies or some such. So we really need to check that stuff out. Yeah, there's their corpses. Yeah, there we go. So, and they're still here, which is kind of weird. No, I did check downstairs. Let me check it one more time. Just make sure that we're not missing something. And this one here, we can't pry it open because I'm a puny little man. I do have a crowbar, though, that I found in town, I purchased in town, and that allows me to open it. So, again, you see that Alred, the first corpse, is missing. Alred, if I'm not mistaken, he was the first one, right? He was the one that had the vision from Tyr that basically saved his butt in the snowstorm. So, the main guy is missing. Now, why the hell they've taken his corpse, I don't know, or if he's an undead. I can't imagine that Tyr had been happy about that, but Tyr, I mean, has been having all kinds of setbacks. You know, the altar's got all screwed over here. Temple has been fully restored, so there's something else going on. So we've looted the bodies. Before we go into the room, I'm going to go in here just to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. We have a chest, it looks like, footlocker. Yeah, use the key, cool. Oh, and there we go. A minor native energy trap. What the hell do I need that for? Some gold, potions, venom, yeah, some poison, some jewels, and a secret missive. Now let's read on this. Stanford, I need not remind you that your mission is of importance. At all costs, Tyr must remain in the dark as to our intentions. The plan needs only a scant few 10 days to come to fruition, so drag the negotiations out through any means necessary. Anything to keep you in the cathedral until our time is at hand. Also, I don't understand your attachment to those 2 moronic henchmen of yours. but I don't begrudge you their services. Still, by all that is unholy, keep them away from the townspeople. With their limited intellects and penchant for cheap ale and women, who knows what information they'll inadvertently reveal? The mistress. La la. So there's a woman involved. Always the case, isn't it? Sorry, I was just kidding about that. But the mistress, I think she's a new one for us. I'm going to pass off the trap to her. Put me underweight. Oh, I got gems galore. Blueprint. There we go. A little weird. And I have spells here. There's probably actually hotkeys in this stuff. Yay. There we are. Potion of invisibility. That can come in handy. I'm going to pass this off to her because she does a lot of fighting.
Yes.
And she could probably use a quick pick-me-up. Not that I'll ever use it. Oh, let's slap the holy water over here just in case we need to chuck it on somebody. Alright. So, well, we have a decent plot point now. No, did we get a journal update with any of that? I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, new conundrum. This treasure tree. We've completed a lot of stuff. You gotta admit, we've completed a whole lot of stuff. Our chapel inside. Hanging tree. The victims. This one we need to get done. We'll probably do that today next. If I can get this door open and you know what? I should probably be smart about this. Let's get a little buffing going on ourselves in case we gotta fight. I mean, that's something I should have done before the altar over there in the first place. These guys didn't want to go in there, which smacks to me of we got issues. Yeah, there's my original Shield of Faith. Matter of fact, it looks a little funny. But could be the new files I've been downloading. I gotta stop doing that. I get so woohoo excited about new stuff. Okay, we got a caster in here. What the hell is that? That's something. Cloudy orb. Okay. Let's see. On the off chance that I may need saving throw increase, as well as some mental stats increased for a check. Don't up those. Probably a waste. Won't last me long, but if we're inspecting this thing, it could be XP involved. So this alchemical bench is strange in that it has very few reagents, but an ample quantity of what does exist. But far more eye-catching than any mundane reagents is the great crystal propped in the middle upon a crude wooden stand. You have difficulty focusing your eyes upon the object, as the very light seems to warp around it, blurring it to your sight. After a few seconds you begin to swoon and are forced to look away. The more you are in its presence, the more you feel your link with Tyr begin to cloud and blur. Something about it is blocking the grip of the divine here, and you have little doubt that if you stayed here very long, all of your priestly powers would evaporate to nothing. Craft alchemy. Examine the reagents. Failure. Well, that was a colossal failure. That just sucked. Despite your best efforts, you are unable to determine any reason or pattern to the reagents present here. Smash the crystal. Swing your weapon at the crystal, but your vision blurs and you are unable to connect. Leave the bench alone. This is weird because it says that I hit it. Okay, so we probably need a bless spell. Now, why it won't let me use that in the conversation, I don't know. Maybe the modder didn't know how to do that. But to do it properly, I'm thinking we need to go back to the mansion. Let's do the books first, see what we can get from there. We may need some of those magic items, hopefully, that are in the locked room. I think we have all the books we need in the mansion itself, so let's scour from bottom to top and make sure we're not forgetting any. And we'll go from there, see what we can do. Now, can't remember if I've looked at the painting. Let's go do that too. It's on the first floor. Yeah, this is not my Shield of Faith. I can tell you that right now. It looks weird. It's not that it's a horrible look. Actually, it looks kind of cool. Mine was a little more crisp. It was bright yellow, so I must have upgraded a file. Or grabbed the wrong one, more likely than not. Okay, so going this way. We have a painting of Strela. That was our magic user who made the library. So, see, this painting depicts an extremely attractive young woman with rich brown hair and sparkling blue eyes and wearing an intricate choker. Delicate fingers, one of which sports a massive ruby ring, hold a magical rod of some type. The metal tag in the frame reads Strela Van Gaunt. Search the painting for invisible words and numbers. The only word on the entire painting is one written along the length of the elaborate choker she is wearing, except for someone who knows to look for a phrase written in her eponymous code. An observer might mistake it for a piece of school jewelry, for it is the school of magic she adhered to. She's an abjurationist. Written clearly along the choker's length is the word abjuration. So now that's our word, and we need to find out what the power is, right? In addition, the ruby in the ring on her finger is etched with a fiery material that clearly forms the shape of a 4. Leave the painting alone. So that's the power. So now if I understand the rules, we have a journal update, matter of fact. Locked door in the library. Oh, here we go. Upon looking at her picture in the Van Gogh gallery, you clearly saw the word abjuration was written on her choker. The large ruby in the ring on her finger bore the number 4. Perhaps these are the message and the power. So if I'm understanding this right, the way it works is this. A would be 0. Power 1 would be changing A to a B. So you basically just increase it a letter in the alphabet by the power. So 4 away from A would be A, B, C, D, E. So it would be E, this would be F, and on down the line. So that's the ones we want that would correspond to the books that we have here. Okay. So for example, A is abjuration. A, 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be the one you'd put in for A. Mummification rituals of Mulharand. B for abjuration. The B would be this one, the Book of Arcane Lore, and on down the line. So that's what we want to do. We want to find the books that spell out our abjuration based on the power of 4. So we're scouring for books. Here's a fine example. We need any of these. Okay. First off, what I do is this. I go here, pull out the list. We're not taking anything that we don't need. So the ride, I don't see it. Exotic weaponry, probably not. Kingdom of Tether. That sounds like something. Kingdom of Tether, right there.
I cannot travel quickly carrying
The
all
Prince.
this.
Oh, zip it. Nope, don't see it. Okay, so it doesn't seem like these guys are anything special, which is weird because as you see here, they have what I would assume is the text that lead me to believe it'd be one of these on the list, but it's not. So the Prince is not here. Get one more quick scan just to prove it to myself. No. Exotic weaponry, no. Rival or tribes and their great battles. Yeah, that's this level book, I'm guessing. Yeah. So. You may hold the books. Alright, anything else in here? We got a stuffed deer head and a weapon rack. I think I already checked those out. We've rack one, yeah. Rusty crap. Okay. Now, I think we're done here. However, there was books near the old guy in the back. I keep saying the basement. It's not the basement. It's the back rooms. Yeah, back here, the storage rooms. So let's see. So there's this log book, but that's not a book so much as it's a log book. Here we go. We'll check this stuff when we get on the way out. The bookcase, Herbs of the Woods. Now we're talking. Okay. Herbs of the Woods need it, and it is one of those with the creepy text. Outstanding Animals of the Northern Wild, and you got them too. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Yeah, you know your job. Alright, so there's that. Anything else in this room we should be checking out? We got a trunk of nothing. We still have to be on the lookout for the, what the hell do you call it? The, not a phylactery, I don't think. Maybe it is a phylactery. Decoder box, there we go. So we have to find whatever the decoder box is. Basically, it's something you put it in that'll enchant the items, I think is the idea. And I think that's everything here, so I guess we should go upstairs now. Oh wait, let's check downstairs one more time. I hate running back and forth if I can help it. I didn't check all these rooms just to make sure that we don't have anything missing. Again, hot box, that was where we got our potions, or empty potions I should say. And you know, being that we are priestly, we could turn every last one of those into holy water upstairs, which may not be a bad idea. I mean, if we fight undead and we got a crypt that basically is missing people. Oh, yeah, here we go. I think this is nothing though. Expectations of man or staff. Yeah, I don't think that's anything important. Let's just prove it to myself. Can't imagine it to be one of her favorite books. Wait a second. Yeah, I lost it. Must have been super important then. Yeah, with holy water, you know, being that we have a crypt that's missing a body, it's entirely possible that we're going to fight something that's undead. And we are clerics after all. It's kind of a given that we're going to do something clerically with the turn undead abilities and whatnot. So, since we already fought a spirit, I probably could have used some potions on that doofus. Let's actually make sure we have holy water slotted. I put it in hers, so we should be good to go. Just need to make sure I remember. Okay, so here we are back upstairs. Does she have... Yeah, my spell's wearing off. Boo, and use her. This one here, I've tried to pick it a couple times now, and I am scant 2 dexterity points away, or a skill point away from unlocking it. It's a 22, and I can only get a 21 on it. So, something I thought about the other day, where's my book? We're not allowed to get Cat's Grace. As you see, we're stuck with the other spells. But there is one that we are allowed to get that bumps dexterity 2 points. So I will slap out that one and slap in Animalistic Power when we finally take a knee at the altar. If we get our spells back, that'll be great, I think, for us. I'm not going to do it now because I don't think we can actually do it now. Now there was a bookcase here, and we have books that we locked away. Wind by the Fireside. Need that one? Nope. Okay. Here we go. Now, we needed the Great Kalashite Heist. 1128.
Cannot travel quickly carrying all
Hope,
this.
love, and yearning. Yes, please. X is for Zvark. Yes, please. Sail around Gambit. I don't see it. So that's probably... Oh, nope, there it is. Mummification rituals. Yep. The Runes Gullusk. Nope. History of the Creator Races. And that one's got to be Lore book. So I doubt it's in here. We'll check it just to make sure. Nope. Yeah, Lore book. Lore book. Okay. So that is a bunch. Now, we don't have all 26 yet. But we don't need all 26 if I'm correct. All we need is the ones that spell out abjuration in that power of 4. So let's go to the library, I think, next. Which had a shite ton of... Well, here, let's check, make sure she didn't squirrel any in her pack. No. Okay. Yeah, we got a bunch in the library. Okay, let's do this. First things first. Like, where the hell do you think you're going? Right there, buddy. Sword Coast, I don't think's one. Okay. Helm's Hold. Some sort of song, no. Nope, City of Doors. Nope, Tales from the Underdark, though.
Now
Yes.
travel quickly carrying all this.
Yeah, you're a big one. We already knew that. City of Doors. Cool. It's weird that the City of Doors is clearly one that was written for this, but it's not here. Lady. It's kind of like the Mistress, right? I wonder if this is a hint. You know what? Let's take it. We're going to pass it off to our companion anyway. Just here. All my school books, honey. You know you love me. Alright. Adventures of Grand Richard and Wu Wei. It don't sound like anything other than a lore book. You don't see it. The Northern Forward Adventuring Troop. Nope. Hughie goes to school. I just saw that. Yeah, there we go. Hughie goes to school.
Now travel quickly carrying all
Magic
this.
Magpie and other crazy critters. That sounds like something. Yeah, right there. Sword Song of Alexander the Bitter Elf. Sword Song. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Okay. Inventory. Go pack mule. Love you. Alright. Let me see. So we got anything else over here? No, sir. Nothing there. We did that one already. Door's still locked. Anything over here? Oh, yep. Coming. We have what? The Ghost of Connieberry. I don't see it. The Imp's Prison. Also no. Gollum's A How-To Guide. Yep, here we go. There's Z.
Now travel quickly
Trouble
carrying all
with
this.
Treats. Top of the list. Boom, boom. Okay. Now, if we don't get all 26, that's fine. Like I said, we just need to make sure that we have the ones that spell out abjuration in that power of 4. So, if we come up short, which I think we probably will, we'll just scan it, see what we got. Okay. We still gotta find out where the hell the box is to put these things. The Nether Scrolls. Nope. Origin of Magic. That one I know is the lore book. The Rise and Fall of Netheril. The Netherese Diaspora. I don't see that anywhere in there. Yeah. These are weird ones. Nether Scrolls. Rise and Fall of Netheril. Lore book. 30-minute spells. I know that was on there. Where the hell was it? 30-minute spells and professional transmuter.
Now travel quickly carrying all this.
Prophecies. We have the prophecy of Aluandu. The Book of Arcane Lore. Yes, indeed. Nice. Alright, now this one here. And this one here. Nope. Just this one. There's one that we don't need, but it's specifically written for this module, so I'm thinking we probably want to just have it handy. You never know when it's going to be another book puzzle comes up or something that we'll need to read up on. Alright, now that's everything here. The door's still locked, right? Yep. Okay. Oh, now we have what? We gotta find a place to put these things. We found the bathhouse. And this is her room. We go talk to her real quick, see if she has any things she can tell us, perhaps.
Hi there.
I was recently given a legal conundrum by some of your villagers, and I'm wondering if you have any insight. And you realize this was a choice. Jacob looks at you perplexed. This is indeed not riddle, and I can see the arguments in favor of each side. I don't really know. What do you think? I lean to the arguments of the new owner. Yes, I can see that, but I can also Oh well, it's a fake problem, and I have too many real ones to worry about. Now, do you need anything else? Anyway. Well, let's go this way, I suppose. Any room, more books or something? Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, this was the magic mirror, which we couldn't get our spellcraft check, I think, on. This dresser mirror set is still in reasonably good condition, especially as it does not seem to have been maintained very well. On closer examination, you note that there's a metal tag on the side with the inscription "To my dear Strela from Mummy." Oh, outstanding. Was this the box then? We put them basically in there. Hey, you. Listening. Come here with your smartness. Alright, we need the Book of Awesomeness. She's got all the text, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get to this. Open you, and we basically are going to slap in the things that we need. Now, abjuration. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mummification ritual needs to go in. Mummification ritual. Boom. B for abjuration herbs. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Book of Arcane Lore. Okay. Duration, that's J. 1, 2, 3, 4. Outstanding animals. Outstanding animals. Got it. U. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hope, love, and yearning. R. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tales of the Underdark. I know I got that one. Asian. The A again. Which we already put in, so let's just skip it, I guess. Tion. So T. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Great Calaheist. Yeah, I got that one. I. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kingdom of Tether. Do I have that one? Kingdom of Tether. O. 1, 2, 3, 4. 30-minute spell. I know I got that one. Yeah. And N. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hughie Goes to School. I think I have that one. I think we got them all. Now, we don't have A twice. I hope that's not an issue. And something just happened. So I'm guessing that works. So, what do we do? We loot them again? There was supposed to be something written in them. So, I don't see anything. Oh, there's a red door. Okay, well, that's really hard to read. So there's a door. The Bucks my blind and I don't see this one. Oh, is. Holy crap, that's hard to see. I would have picked blue for a color. Hope, love, yearning. Antler. Buck's antler? Key. Okay. I think if you put those back into the order of abjuration again until it spells out a sentence. But Buck's antler and key are pretty much all I need to know. I'm thinking that this is that buck we found downstairs, the trophy. We could interact with it, but it never let us do anything to it. So maybe now we'll have the ability to do something with it. So let's go check it out. Is it down in here? Yeah, this one right here. Stuffed deer head. Please be a key. This book is the best man. Search horns for a key of some kind. Oh yeah, after only a short time you discover that one of the points on the horns is not natural, though the fake one has been sanded and shaped so that it would be revealed by only the most thorough of searches. When you pull it out, you find that it is actually a key made of ivory dyed to match the color of the horns precisely. Leave the deer alone. But what? Got me a buck antler key. Alright, let's get into a library. I said no one ever. Coffee. My life's blood. Alright, we are heading to the library, oh baby. Alright. Now, wait a minute. Do we anticipate a fight? I'm gonna go pray first, see if I can't get my spells back. Also, someone had suggested, you know who you are, that Hold Person is a really good spell. And I don't see it. Is it a level 5 spell? Oh wait, no, there it is, level 2 spell. Oh, well, let's do it like yay then. We'll have one. He suggested, I'm assuming it's a he based on this picture, he suggested that we have at least one always just sitting around in our inventory of spells, because during some voice dialogues, it will, if you have it learnt and ready to use, it will give you the option, much like our blessed spells, which by the way, I was going to say something else too. I kind of dig the idea of having bless twice. Like yay. And that's because one can be used for me, and of course I'll use this one first, since obviously it's not keying off the scrolls that we have. But I'd like to have at least one sitting in reserve for when we touch stuff, because if there's a blessed option, it seems to be more and more useful. Okay, so we just prayed at the temple. When you bow your head before the altar of your God and feel the familiar warmth grow throughout your body, a palpable sense of inner power grows within you. Yeah, it's giving me my spells back. Dun, dun, dun. Your spells and abilities have been renewed for another day. Leave the altar alone. Thanks, buddy. Love you, dear. Mean it. Alright. Let's go. Now we have spells. Alert again. And I'm still just going to slap up resistance, even though it doesn't last a minute. Just in case there's a save throw or something stupid. Alright, so we use the antler key. Journal has been updated. The locked door in the library. Pause it real quick. Locked door in the library. You've managed to successfully break Strela's code and are the first person in over 70 years to enter her laboratory. Okay, well, we have, this is her badass wizarding place, huh? Not very impressive. Books have been scattered to the four winds. Would they have an earthquake? A wooden box that's locked. We could try to pick it. And I gotta pick her lock in that other room, by the way. I have a flask and an alchemist workbench and a column. Now, there are things that we're going to be probably clicking on and interacting with. Now, these buffs don't last long. 3 minutes per level. I'm level 7? Yeah. So I got 7 minutes of awesomeness if I buff up with all 3 of these. And I think I just may.
Apio no.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. You'll notice that these animations, by the way, are slightly different than your normal ones. Like the animals are slightly bigger. I found another graphics effect change for those. Case in point. Badass. Okay, let's click some stuff. Unlocking. Success. Yeah, see, now I'm up to 22, so I can go get into Hugh Janus's stuff. Ooh, Belladonna. Free stuff. Books. Lycanthropy treaties. You see, I always thought there was a werewolf here. This volume is written in a flowing... I'm going to pause it. Well, this volume, written in a flowing looping script, outlines the research of Strela Van Gogh into lycanthropy. Oh, she was even interested in it, which she was convinced was the root of the family's curse. Aha! The first part of the volume clearly outlines the entirety of the knowledge she gained from the famed Vault of the Sages during her years studying in Silvery Moon. Pulling these strands together with her own correspondences, With several mages that must have been well-known experts in their time, she developed some pretty detailed thoughts on how to combat the disease. Oh, give me info. The later parts of the treatise note the results of her experiments, which she ran for several years in college, and then, upon returning to Navitrana, she claims in the final pages to have come upon a cure of moderate success, at least for those recently infected. If you could gather belladonna silver powder, chrysanthemum, and blood moss. I'm missing 2 of these. I have belladonna, I have chrysanthemum. Blood moss and silver powder. You could probably put together a dose of the cure using these notes. Of course, you'd be taking Strila's word that the cure works. Yeah, and I will be taking that note. Alright. Okay. So we've opened... Get anything there? Yeah. Column. Yeah, see, spellcraft check. Aha, I'm glad I buffed up my mental answer is. This crumbling stele is chiseled from a dark gray sandy stone as a series of red runes etched deeply into its surface. You notice a palpable warmth as you near it. Spellcraft. Examine the runes. Success. Oh, just barely, too. You recognize the runes as belonging to the school of magic known as Abjuration, the school devoted to protection against other forms of magic. The entire column was obviously used as a protective ward of some kind. I got XP for that. Bitchin'! I'm going to click it again. I want to move. Alright, what's the flask here? Alchemist Fire. Yes, please. An Alchemist Workshop. This bench is cluttered with a myriad of bottled jars and boxes, all covered in a thick layer of dust. There is a faint, sickeningly sweet, cloying smell emanating from the unique combination of decaying contents. Examine the bench. Quick inventorying reveals that all the reagents here have been ruined by neglect and decay. However, the equipment still seems to be in good condition. It could be used as intended if fresh components were required. The bench alone. I'm assuming that means that we can do our brew potions and whatnot at our alchemist workbench, right? Because that's what our alchemist workbench does. Yes? I think. Okay, before we lose our buffs, I want to zip down here and penny pinch this lady who's locked chest. Alright.
Stay here until I say otherwise.
I'm doing nothing, don't mind me, and I'm going to close the door because I don't feel well, and don't mind any rumbling noises you may hear from me jiggling the locks on your chest here. Success. Yeah. Alright. We'll figure it out later. Oh, mirror. Okay, I think I missed that check a while ago, so now you may.
I will lead now. Follow.
Hey. Alright. Well, now let's take a look at all this stuff that we just figured out here. Oh, locked on the library. Anything else? Tears vision. Still got to work on that temple. Oh, I got our bless spell back, so let's go do that, I guess, next. Okay. Yep. Alright, looks good there. What do we get out of that stuff, though? We got some belladonna. I can't retrieve these. You're a book holder. Cobalt's Conundrum. Lower book. Sort of. Will be him who crosses pun. Sure. Waterdavian Nobility. Okay. Again, written for this story, clearly. Waterdeep. This is just a lore book, right? There's kind of some odd things that she had. Nothing too weird, though. Unless she had weapons or something, I suppose. Alright, I got Alchemist Fire. I'm going to hotkey that. That'll be something we can activate on our weapon for some extra fire damage. Hopefully we don't fight trolls, because we're not really built for troll fighting. She has a Blades of Fire spell, though, I think, so that could go in handy too. I have all these wonderful, what do you call it? Ooh, silver coins. I needed silver powder? I wonder if the bag of silver coins could be used for that. My shovel still. I still got my crowbar. Probably don't even need those things anymore, but we're going to keep them just in case. They are probably heavy, though, aren't they? 8 pounds. And 0.5 pounds? How can a crowbar weigh 0.5 pounds? Anyway, yeah. And you know what? I'm just going to drop this because I don't think I need the quarterstaff. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the cathedral, and we're going to go cast Bless, hopefully, on that damn crystal orb, whatever. The one that was all shimmering and weird. And then we'll cut the video there. I'll probably continue on and do another video, though. I'm really starting to get into all this. Oh, weird. What the hell is that? Oh, it must be my spell reactivating or something. Although why it react, I didn't do it there. I still have the buff on me. That's weird. Alright. Anyway, we're zipping down this way. Boom. You did it, baby. Now, I was going to pick my next level. Now, I know I'm still a ways away from that. I was going to pick Augment Healing for my next feat. Although, while healing, of course, is extremely useful, we can always go take a nap in the mansion and seem to heal right up. So long as we're basically not fighting, I'm fine. So I'm thinking I might want to change my sheet to Brew Potions. It's a clerical ability that I think that all clerics should have anyway. This alchemical bench is strange, blah 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 blah. Catching, gonna cast Bless on the crystal. There we go. So apparently having it as a scroll doesn't do spit. You have to actually have it equipped. As your blessing settles upon the crystal, the swarming light fades, and it comes clearly into focus. It is now a dull gray and faded gem of little apparent significance. Well, now you've gone and broken it, and not a moment too soon, I might add. It was starting to give me a headache. Suddenly you hear a sharp pop, and you look down to see a large crack has formed on the side of the crystal. Even as you look, a series of fissures quickly forms a woolly web across the surface. Okay. I don't like the look at this. Oh, shit. Oh, we took damage on that one. Well, let that be a lesson to you. Don't just click things and stand there while looking at them. But looks like we got that done, and we got Tears Vision updated, and we got 1250 XP for that, baby. Alright, let's go look at Tears. Oh, it's completed. After killing the enemy agents within the cathedral, you entered the back storage room to find an anti-magic sphere that seemed to be acting to dampen the interplanar link between Tyr and this world. You have since destroyed the sphere and restored the sanctity of the cathedral, though there is still much cleanup and repair needed to return it to its former glory. Boom! Just like that, we're awesome again. Well, alright. Now with that, I think it's a good breaking point. My name's Brothermutant. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I think we're doing well. We have spells still, so we're going to press on, but I think I'll save here, stop the video, and then we'll start recording again for another one. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.